Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. We'll be talking some fantasy football when we come back.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
And we also have, don't forget, the fine folks at W Energy Drink. One scoop with your glass of water, and you have energy. So, what's going on, people? Right now, I recommend the starter kit, but what's going on, everybody? We got Flavor J in the building. TD admin talk. What's going on? Oh man. This is where the rubber meets the road. There's a lot of teams that got eliminated. Unfortunately, I heard my man Crypto on Insomnia got eliminated from contention, playoff contention. So, hey, better luck next time, man. We're gonna do what he usually does. We're gonna go matchup to matchup, talk about the weather and fantasy football talk. Okay. Let's talk about it was the first game of the week. We had the first Thursday game, which was what's good, Color?
What's up, Jake? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Heard we talking some fantasy around here, man.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this Thursday, if you had Dak Prescott, you did pretty well. Hell, if you had you really did well if you had DK Metcalf on your lineup. What's up, Canes Dolphins?
Did you say Crypto's been eliminated from contention?
Yeah, that's what I heard on Insomnia.
Don't worry, Crypto. We can fix this, man.
Yeah. But
it's still salvageable, Crypto.
according to El Cap, eight people got eliminated from the or is eliminated from the playoffs out of 20. So, yeah, this is where the rubber meets the road now. I think this is where the trades are gonna happen. Like, hey, you're not in contention anymore. Let me get this quarterback from you. You know what I mean? To help
Right,
straighten
right.
teams.
Well, now's when you really need that league-wide trade approval. Some leagues some leagues have you get it approved by the whole league because of potential of collusion and all that.
Yep.
That's okay. We're raw around here. You want to collude? You can go ahead. This is the NFL. Collusion is part of the game.
So, oh man, we got some fantasy game, some games coming up. I know Washington. We'll start with, of course, obviously ours. According to TD Finstock, only El Cap is the only colluder here. But yeah, I think it's supposed to be. It's not going to be that cold of a game tomorrow. Crypto was saying that it's. I asked him how was the weather there, because he lives in that area, and he said it's gotten a lot warmer.
Yeah, it's kind of warm down here too, which I know it's obviously further south, but I think that last front that went through the whole eastern seaboard is probably cleared out, and it's pretty much high pressure along the eastern United States right now. So, no, it's not as warm up there as it is down here, but it is kind of unseasonably warm today, even yesterday down here. So I'd imagine it's probably like that all the way up the East Coast.
So tomorrow at 1:00, it's gonna be 58 degrees. 58 degrees in Washington.
Exactly, and that translates to 79 down here. So yeah, that sounds about right.
So it's gonna climb as high as 59 tomorrow till 4:00, and then it's gonna rain afterwards at 5. There's gonna be some major rain after 5:00. So don't get into overtime, people.
So the next front's on its way. Looks like we might beat it.
Oh yeah, there's like a 30%. There's gonna be rain, and then by 6:00. So it's gonna be nice. KP, he's taking care of some business. We have, so that's why, unfortunately, we had to fill in for KP. So being that filling in for KP, like KP will always say, Christian Wilkins is trash and Tua is the greatest quarterback of all time. I think that's something he'll say, right?
Yep, that's what I heard. Yeah. Shake's filling in for KP. I'm filling in for Shake. It's a big old fill in around here.
Yeah, exactly. He's me and I'm KP.
Tell you though, we've been pretty our time and energy for all of us has been quite taxed lately, and I have to give credit to Shake. Shake has absolutely been holding down the fort for the tailgate for the past couple of weeks. And I don't know what we would have done without him. We probably wouldn't have had one bit of content, to be honest with you. So appreciate that, Shake, a lot, man. I just had to pause to say that for a second.
I appreciate you guys for allowing me to come on here, man. And don't forget Crypto, man. Crypto has been a good right-hand man too, especially on Insomnia.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to leave out nobody. Crypto's been right there with you, man, keeping it going. So
yeah,
we'll get back to full form. It's just, we're obviously we don't get professionally paid to do all this. So, rent and life and all that takes precedence sometimes, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
we're getting back. Don't worry about it. And, we're doing all we can to maneuver around YouTube's failed perception of what we're doing here. So We're good.
Yeah.
And it's all appreciate you and crypto, man. Big time.
You got El Cap. He's already putting content on Patreon, from what I hear, right?
Yes, that is. Or I think he might have had a failure to launch on the first one, but he's working out the bugs on it and getting it going.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then yeah, once that gets going. And by the way, he was the special guest on Insomnia. Speaking of which, there he is.
What up?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just popping through. Hang for
We
a little while.
already started 1-0 for the week against. We picked Dallas. That was a good game.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas was going to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a close game, though. Better game than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was the type of game that I thought would happen. I almost picked the Seahawks, but I'm like, nah, just don't think too hard. Just pick Dallas. That's what I did, and that's what ended up happening. But yeah, it could have gone either way.
What's up, Flavor J?
Oh man.
So I've been trying to get this damn film study video done. I've tried it 3 times now. I'm skipping this week's film study. I've had problem after problem after problem. I don't know why, but I'll get back on it next week. I did it. I don't even want to talk about it. So many fucking. What I need to do is I need to get a second screen to hook up to my Pro, so I can not be in the blind while I'm doing the video, because it's a pain in the butt. Because it is what it is. I'll figure it out, boys.
If I might make a suggestion, if you do go decide to, purchase another screen of some kind, get a TV, bro. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, man. Ain't no sense in buying a computer monitor anymore for that purpose.
Yeah, you know what? And I've got a second TV that I can use for it. I just got to get the adapter to hook it into the MacBook, because it's different.
Yeah, that's an option too if you already got one. But to me, it's like, unless you're looking for, high-end video gaming where a TV's refresh rate's not gonna, or contrast ratio ain't gonna suffice. If you're just using it as a monitor, might as well get all the goods that come with a TV too, because they're virtually the same thing these days. And a lot of times you can get a bigger TV for less money than you can a monitor.
Color, you know how many fucking TVs I got laying around? I've got TVs.
And that's the other thing. You likely have one sitting in a closet you forgot about. It's like,
I've got 4 TVs I could use for this right now, Color. There's one thing that's never short in my family is extra televisions laying the fuck around.
Same with me. I'm a single guy and I got like 6 of them, dude. I'm a pack rat when it comes to these TVs, man.
My sister was trying to give away her 50-inch to everybody in the family. Ended up having to go in the damn trash because we all got extra 50 inches laying the fuck around.
Exactly. I see them in the dumpster all the time. They look like they'll work fine, and I know they can be repaired really easy, but they get thrown away. They're just disposable now.
Damn, TVs are like disposable cameras nowadays. Damn.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Especially when you got companies like On from Walmart or TCL, that make them so dirt cheap.
Company that's freaking the bomb, Hisense. I've bought in like 4 Hisense TVs. They're Toshiba.
Yeah, that's another one. Hisense. Yeah, they're Hisense, TCL, even Vizio back in the day, but Vizio finally got up with the big players. You know what I mean? But
they don't work their way from the bottom and shit. But that Hisense, dude, I've got one that's in my daughter's room that I've had to have had for forever, and it's still. I'm talking. It's 12 years old. It's the best picture. Still,
I still got the first 22-inch flat panel Vizio that I bought for my little apartment, 15 years ago. I still got that booger rocking as a computer monitor.
Yeah, I got a Vizio TV that I got from my brother. That's old. That's about the same TV, about the same years, about 10 years, probably older than that. It's a Vizio, and one thing about Vizio is every remote control works. That's Vizio works for it.
Oh yeah, and they have an app too. They have a remote app if your phone has an infrared sensor in it.
So
yeah, but the only thing sucks is if your the Vizio isn't a smart TV, it doesn't work on that. It works on smart TVs.
Yeah, they were a little later to the game, putting the software right in their TV, but most of their new ones are all full of the software.
And back in the day, when you get those big box televisions, right, that were HD, they had a Mitsubishi one that had I saw a guy on Twitter the other day. He posted, he posted a picture of one of those box TVs, and he was like, yeah, this was a big flex back in the day. And I was like, it would be a big flex if it was the Mitsubishi one, because those Mitsubishi ones had a built-in antenna that was ridiculously strong, and it would, bro, it would take your neighbors every single pay channel. Like, you could get any pay channel around you, you got for free with a Mitsubishi box television. When I had one, I had friggin' free every single pay channel. It's great. Even like pay-per-view events. If somebody was paying for a pay-per-view event close enough by, it would come on that TV for free. I don't know how it worked. I wish I could.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude. A buddy of mine, mine finally took a crap, and a buddy of mine who knew that I had it, he found one for sale, and he was living in an apartment complex, and that people around, he had like 4,000 fucking channels. It was ridiculous. So
4,000 channels.
yeah, no, I mean, like even the dirty, even had all the dirty channels.
And you know what sucks is 4,000 channels and not a fucking thing on.
Dirty channels. They got channels about mudding in the woods now. What's up with that?
You know what I mean? Color, the dirty ones.
Oh, them dirty ones. All right.
Yeah, dirty ones.
And look at Liz in the chat trying to date me. She's like, Color, you remember Polaroid cameras, don't you?
Polaroid's still around, bro. People still use them everywhere.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, I lost my fantasy game last week against Miss Finns, who was ranked number 1 at the time. The only reason I lost it by 2.3 points is because Josh Dobbs was my starting quarterback.
By the way, can you send me the link to the fantasy league so I could put it up here and we could talk about it?
Oh shit. I just used the app, Shake.
Oh.
Let me all right, I'll have to go to the office. Hold on. Let me get over
Let me see if I have KP. I think I don't know if KP sent to me or.
Let me go see if I can get this done.
All right.
You may be able to look at it in the public view, Shake, just by looking up our group on the fantasy site for ESPN. You know what I mean? You might be able to look it up by group and see it from a public view.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I haven't been in the weeds on their fantasy site.
Over Jay got himself a projector, dude. He's doing the whole thing on a
Oh,
projector.
Holy shit.
I'm telling you, that's sweet right there. Especially them newer projectors that have the really high refresh rates to be able to use for computers. That shit's awesome, man.
Well, and then the bookie's got a badass one. We've watched a couple of things on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
that'd be awesome.
like a big family movie night over it. We'll watch it outside when the weather's good.
Oh yeah, right on the white wall. I've always wanted to. Maybe I'll do it with a projector instead. But I've always wanted to hang a flat TV on the ceiling, man, and just like lay there in the bed and just like look up, completely relaxed state watching TV, you know.
And by the way, Christmas, just so y'all know, people out there, I'm making the thumbnails this week, and Crypto and I, Christmas Eve at Sunday morning at 3 a.m, we're gonna have a live episode. We're gonna the Nightmare Before Christmas, Insomnia Christmas edition.
Man,
So,
I might have to go full. Insomniac on that one, because if I'm gonna make this show at 3 a.m. and then make the game, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah. So it's gonna be we're gonna we'll be there 3 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna whatchamacallit, we'll go live, and then what the theme is favorite holiday games. We're gonna reflect on all the Christmas games that we played, like the one that comes to mind. The one that comes to mind is the game that we played against Buffalo, where we did the walk on field goal. Remember that game?
Try the private chat.
All right. Yeah, it's perfect.
Beautiful.
Man, it's hard for me to remember Christmas ones, bro, because that Leon Lett play just every time I think of the holidays, bro, I think of that one play, man.
That's why I'm relegating it to holiday games. I was telling Color that me and Crypto Saturday, Saturday, I guess that would be Sunday morning at Christmas Eve, the morning of Christmas, 3:00. I guess. Let me see. Christmas Eve, 3:00. It's Sunday's Christmas Eve.
Nah, I would just do it at like at 8:00 on a Christmas morning or 9:00. Set it for a little bit later so people after they get up and stuff like that. Don't do it at 3 a.m. on the insomnia.
Huh?
Yeah, because everybody gonna be sleeping at that time. I say maybe do it like at an early morning because chances are nobody's gonna go on live till later in the day anyhow. Come by and say Merry Christmas. Yeah, do it like at like.
He's trying to hit all them parents.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, all them Santa Clauses putting their gifts under their tree.
Yeah, there'll be people up. We'll be.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe Santa Claus will watch. That's a good call.
Santa Claus will have it on
We're gonna call it the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Santa be watching YouTube on his phone in the sleigh, dude. I'm thinking of a great thumbnail already for that.
Oh, dude, I can think of a Nightmare Before Christmas awesome thumbnail right now. I know HB is gonna be like, "Oh hell yeah, you have a fun time with that."
All right, let me share the screen real quick. Share screen.
Or have Santa hunching out from the fireplace, like sneaking into the house, and he's got earbuds in his ear with a phone in his pocket with Finn's tailgate on the screen.
All right. So league. All right, here we go. How do you know who's eliminated? All right, so we still have Guardians of the Galaxy, My Skills, Ball So Hard. So who are the ones that are eliminated, by the way?
So it'll have an E next to it further down the line. Why's your screen keep jumping?
I don't know.
It is. It's like fluttering. It's almost like it's trying to decide which Zoom it wants to be in.
Yeah, it's tripping out right now. What the fuck's going on?
It's dancing. There's music in the background.
It is. It looks like it's fucking dancing.
Yeah, Liz, I was born about 3 years after you. So you're like my sister. She was born in 75.
Okay, I see him now. So Team Crypto's eliminated. Team Latino, Team Greg. Oh man. Red Ant Nation, Flipside Fishing, Jags Junkie, I Could See the Light, and Team Stream are all eliminated from this.
Wow, look at Ali P like G hanging in the bubble spot.
I know, dude. Ali's got to win out, and he also needs some people to lose to stay in. So. I'm hanging in there at 8th right now. So, but how
many playoff seedings are there?
6.
Holy crap!
I think there's 6. So I'm right.
Yeah. So Guardians end of the end zone is
yeah, they're gonna make
still dancing, but don't worry about that. It's still dancing. Guardians of the damn Miss Finn. Look at Miss Finn's.
Yeah, the top 3, but still they haven't locked it in yet because the key at the bottom tells you when you're in there and locked in. So nobody's locked in. It's still open from 1 to 12 right now. People could lose, people could win. There's some matches coming up.
I wonder how she's doing in her own league. She's doing as good as she is in her own league.
Ooh, Miss
Listen,
Fins?
Miss
Miss Fins
Fins
is rolling everybody in everything, bro.
Miss
The
Fins is
pick'ems, the
really good at
freaking
fantasy
fantasy,
football.
everything, bro.
Miss
Damn.
Fins is fucking good at fantasy football. She
That's
can
what's
do
up.
it.
She's
What's
rocking
funny is
like a
Delusional Patriots won
90%.
the.
She's not rocking like 90-something% in her pigskin pick'em too, man.
I'm telling you, Miss Fins, you want some fantasy football advice? That's the lady to go to. She can cook it.
No, what's funny is Delusional Patriots fan won her league last year.
You know what else about Miss Fins too is she sticks with what she has. She has a standing rule against making trades. She doesn't trade at all.
Oh, I trade. My lineup every week is different. Usually.
She has a pretty good. She got Brock Purdy,
Mm-hmm.
Najee Harris, Jerome Ford,
Jamar Chase, Amari Cooper, Jake Ferguson, who I wouldn't really like Jake Ferguson on my fantasy team, but I mean, he killed it on Thursday night. Look, he got 19 points. Pinchenko is the reason I lost. Last week, he scored 36 points.
Yeah, they rocked him hard last week.
Dude, he had like 3 touchdowns and like
You know,
2
it's
receiving
interesting
touchdowns.
about Miss Fins' lineup there. She's got a couple receivers from a
man,
division.
Jalen Phillips. Damn, that
Well,
sucks.
A couple receivers from a division where those receivers are the only productive receivers in that division. You know what I mean? So that's pretty good strategy right there.
Yeah, Amari Cooper, Jamar Chase, those guys are the only weapons on those teams that are
right.
getting
They're the only ones in the North that are going to get fantasy production at wide receiver.
Much,
you know?
yeah, pretty much.
Who's got Zappy as his quarterback? Holy crap! How the hell?
Hey man, listen, I've been rocking. I've rocked Josh Dobbs more than I've rocked Burrow this year. Burrow was my pick, who's been done, and there was weeks I sat Burrow and started Dobbs because he got better points, and I've won because of it. Now Dobbs did me dirty. I'm starting the backup Cincinnati quarterback this week.
Might not be a bad move. That guy Browning seems to be fairly consistent, bro. He's not
that's all I got.
Trash.
Listen, I just need 15 friggin' points. That's it.
Right,
just give me 10, 15 points. Do not give me 6 points.
Right.
And who is this? This is Guardians of the End Zone. He's number 1 in the league with Billy Zappi as his freaking quarterback. Look, it ain't even like he's
Josh Allen starting quarterback actually.
Fielding. Josh Allen's on a bye week. That's why.
Yeah, that's why
this is a week he could lose. Who's he going against?
He's going against the Giants.
No.
I'm saying Bailey Zappi's going against the Giants this week.
No. I need to know. No, he's going against the Chargers. But I want to know. I want to know who Guardians of the End Zone. Who's he going against?
I'll look up the matchups now. Hold on. I'm just looking at. I'm looking at the
just
top
click on,
3.
Just click on him. Just click on him. Just click on
just
Guardians of the End Zone. It'll show us who's he going against. Oh, he's going against. Okay. They're going against Ball So Hard right there. Stay. Ball So Hard's going to end up winning this game. Go down. Let's see.
Prediction.
I don't know. He's only got a total of 114 points because Lamar Jackson's his starting quarterback. Oh, and look, Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker, both his running backs are out.
Zappy's throwing for over 300 yards this week.
Dang, this is actually going to be a decent matchup because whoever wins very well may be number 1 in our league. Who's Miss Fins going against?
All right, I'll check that now.
Oh, she's going against Red Ants Nation. She's going to kill him. Miss Fins.
He's eliminated, right?
Yeah, he's eliminated. Red Ants Nation.
Miss Fins basically riding the rest of that strength of schedule the rest of the year, huh?
Well, I don't know that go down, keep going down. There, look, see, this is where everybody scored the most points and stuff. You can see your points right there. Yeah. So look, I'm way down at the bottom in points, but I'm still in it because I've been lucky. Not gonna lie, I've been lucky. And Bryson's at the top.
All right,
I'm going against KP this week. That's who I'm going against. You're going down, KP.
Damn, Guardians of the Hill is the second points allowed, and still is number one. Holy crap!
Yep. He's been beating teams that have been playing him well. Top of the Hill's been doing well too. Look, he's gotten the most.
That sounds like the Buffalo of
Hey,
your league.
Look who's at the bottom of points allowed.
I know. I told you I've been lucky, dude. I've been lucky.
It's like, how do you have the point differential that Buffalo has, but still be 6-6? That is crazy, man. God.
Well, the Bills suck, color.
That means every game you're getting in is a 30-31 shootout, and you're losing half of them.
Joe goes, El Cap plays great defense. That's right. Yeah, that's it.
Let's look at Team Crypto's roster.
I choose my matchups, but I mean, listen, I have fielded at least 4 different people in my fantasy lineups every week since week 1 because my draft was so bad. And only recently am I running back after my trade. Am I running back the same roster week to week?
Oh, he's got Mike Gesicki. Crypto. Holy crap.
Tried to get Crypto to come off that fucking Devontae Adams, but he won't. I'm like, hey, man, let me get that Devontae Adams and James Cook.
Hey, James Cook does pretty good, right? Doesn't he?
Yeah, he does all right.
Russell Wilson is doing pretty well too.
I mean, he's not getting a lot of points, but he's not getting no points either. He's pretty consistent.
See, that's the one thing I was talking about. In the beginning
Flavor J wanted me to trade him Waddle, and I would have traded it, but I didn't even have Waddle on my roster to trade him, Jay. I keep telling you that. It wouldn't let me trade. And right now, they won't let me do any trades because I've put in so many trades this week already that I've maxed out. I got to wait till next week to put in trades.
I think it might be locked now that people are eliminated. I'm not sure if you can trade anymore from here on out.
Oh, I don't know about that because I traded with somebody that was eliminated the week before. So,
okay.
That's how I got fucking Waddle and I got Waddle, Javonte Williams, and whatchamacallit, Garrett Wilson for a bunch of nothing. And I was like, yo, man, you're out. Let me get that talent. He's like, all right. I asked everybody that question. I needed one bite. But it's probably going to be all for naught because I had I fielded my best team and I still lost. So
man, no, one thing I've always said that it's good to have even a quarterback. There's a lot of quarterbacks on losing teams. I will take over a quarterback on a winning team because quarterbacks on a losing team, they're always playing from behind and get a lot of garbage points.
Yeah, well, the perfect example is the quarterback we're playing this week. I mean, if you had him all year instead of Russell Wilson, you're likely in the game right now.
I know. I wish he was my starting quarterback right now. Again,
another quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. Look up. He used to get a lot of garbage.
Ryan Tannehill won me a championship, Shake. He was my quarterback the whole year. And we were losing lots of games that year, but he's consistently putting up 35, 40 fantasy points every week. I'm like, okay, fine, And then I switched him out, and I did it kind of like a streaming move when the playoffs started. I started the playoffs with Drew Brees, and then when it came down to the championship game of the season, I had Nick Foles on my lineup, bro, and that was based on that last week 18 or week 17 game where he just balled out and threw for like over 500 yards, dude.
Well, I've got Zach Ertz sitting on my IR. I'm waiting to see where he gets picked up, and but I have Sam Laporta as my tight end, and I'm not going to put Zach Ertz in my flex because I've got Javonte Williams there.
See, I was trying TD Finn's talk admin. He's like, there was a trade deadline. Bozos, y'all missed y'all's shot. They locked it after the 27th. Yeah.
Well, then fuck it. It is what it is then.
See, I was paying attention to you earlier, TD Finn.
I was trying to. Believe me, I had like 7 trades out on the board. I was trying to do something. Nobody took it.
By the way, shout out to Washington. Washington, man, they pulled it out in the 34-31.
Yeah. I mean, they were gonna win that game.
So I've often wondered if that is the actual main personal account of one TD Finstock, but I just don't know because anybody can put TD Finstock admin in their name.
No,
but he's got the avatar. He's got the avatar, so he'd have to be copywriting TD to be doing that.
I'm sure TD don't give a fuck.
No, he don't.
And it is a little different. The logo is a little different to where he could probably get away with it. You know,
not.
You don't think? I think the color scheme's a little different.
No,
isn't it?
The exact logo. He screenshot it and took it. What are you talking about?
All right.
The exact logo.
TD's sitting there laughing his ass off right now, going, "I got him. They don't even know."
So yeah, there is some good games on today in college football, though. Let me pull it up because I've got a 10-leg parlay riding today, boys.
I don't have no free money to play with today, so I don't have nothing going on. My 4-leg parlay, money line parlay, only hit 50-50 last week.
So here, I'll tell you my
thanks, Texans.
I took a bunch of favorites on a 10-leg parlay. I took the Texans to beat Oklahoma. I took Toledo to beat Miami, Ohio. I took Albany to beat Richmond, which that one might bite me in the ass. South Dakota State to beat Mercer. Florida A&M to beat Prairie View A&M. I mean, that's an easy one. This is another one that might bite me in the ass. Tulane to beat SMU. I could see that one fucking up. I got Georgia beating Alabama, Michigan beating Ohio, Montana beating Delaware. And then here's another one that could bite me in the ass on this is I've got Florida State beating Louisville. And I don't know. I could see Florida State dropping that game. So, but on this 10-leg parlay, I put down $12. That was what I had left in the account. And if I hit it, I'll get $135. So
yeah, I wouldn't worry so much about, other than the fact that Louisville's a stronger opponent, but usually in college, I know that guy was a superstar, but you usually don't have a huge drop off to your backup quarterback in college. You know what I mean?
Hey, by the way, I made a bet with Kevin Lee. If Georgia and FSU play, I have a bet. He bet me that they're going to beat Georgia. So if Georgia wins, he has to give $100 to St. Jude Hospital on my name.
Oh, that's nice.
And if FSU wins, I got to give $100 to his charity of choice.
So TD admin's saying he's the intern. He does the thumbnails and descriptions. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's believable. There's no reason to make that up.
It's true because he put out applications for he took applications for interns.
Okay. So yeah. And he's saying it is the white inverse. So I thought there was something different about it. It's just the white inverse of the same logo.
Got you. So some other ones I have Villanueva minus 5.5 points. I think they get closer than that to Youngstown State. And then I also took Oklahoma State plus the points at 15.5. Oklahoma and Texas fight. So I could see Texas still winning, but Oklahoma making it a closer game than 15.5 fucking points. So we need an intern around here, bro. We should get some interns.
We got like 5 of them, bro.
I got some in my bathroom.
Do we?
Kidding, man. No, we got like 6 partners and no interns, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got a bunch of partners. We need some fucking.
I was gonna buy some wipes, but whatever.
No, that's cool though. I would like to say to TD Finstock admin, good work. I mean, you rocking some great thumbnails and some great graphics over there.
Yeah. So yeah, there'll be some good bets. College bowl week, dude. The only thing I don't like about betting on college football is that they don't have as many. Dude, when you're betting on the NFL, it's fun. You can bet on the outcome of every drive. I'm using the Hard Rock app. If you are in Florida and you want to bet, I'm telling you, do the Hard Rock app. It's super easy. Easy to
So, real
work.
quick, Cap. So that is just like the other sites that are off, that are outside the country. And
No,
since it's a res, it's basically allowing it because it's not
no,
coming
because
from the United
those
States.
out of country sites, you got to get a digital wallet and
Oh, sure. That aspect, yeah. But I mean, as far as the legality of gambling, Florida's looking the other way, just like they do with the
No,
offshore sites.
they have Florida's they stopped it with the Supreme Court, but their appeal got done.
Oh,
So
okay.
now
So
until
it's fully endorsed by Florida. It's not just them looking the other way.
Yes, it is endorsed right
Okay.
now. They won their appeal. So
Cool.
now there could be another thing done, but as of right now, it is active. And I put my money in my account directly through my Venmo. And when I want my money out, it goes right back into my
And you
Venmo.
don't have to wait like a week for approval
Nope,
and all that
it's
shit.
instant, and you don't have to freaking pay fees to put money in and take money out and get a digital wallet and buy it at a fucking rate. It's a freaking pain in the ass. So this is so easy to use. And then, I mean, bro, it's awesome. And I'm telling you, you can bet on so many things. Let me see what they got.
I heard you
Brandon
say
the Bookie,
last week that it
look,
was.
they've
It
got.
sounded
Hold
like
on,
it
just
was
listen.
exclusive. Can anybody sign up for it?
If you live in the state of Florida, you can sign up for it. Now there is a waiting list sometimes, but I don't know because now it's after. Come here after December 8th. It's fully active and anyone can get instant sign up. But I was sitting on a waiting list and they gave me early access.
I see. That's what you had mentioned that I was wondering about, the waiting list. Yeah.
So you can bet. Like, here's some obscure stuff. I can bet on darts. I can bet on handball, freaking motor racing, rugby, snooker, fucking table tennis, stupid shit
How
like
about
that.
video games like
Brandon
League
the
of
Bookie.
Legends and
Maybe
Madden?
it's not on right now, but I guarantee you, if they were having a big ass event, like a sanctioned event, you could bet on it.
Like
Brandon the Bookie,
I don't even play, I don't play games anymore, and I have no idea anything about League of Legends. But I was actually, DraftKings does fantasy for League of Legends, and I was actually doing pretty good because I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm just picking good people and with no emotions.
yeah, Brandon the Bookie was telling me he was making a killing on fucking table tennis today.
Hey, by the way, on a side note, I heard this yesterday. Florida in the world, this is the world now, ranks 16th, the world's largest economy.
Damn.
Wow. Dude, you realize there's like 160 some odd nations in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's crazy. Good friggin' good stat line.
We also have the third largest population in the United States now.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it's time to leave.
Well, that's what the New Yorkers said. That's why we're now the third largest and they're the fourth largest.
Sounds like it's time to go to New York. Ew. What up, Crypto?
It kind of actually is, because the place is a ghost town. Everybody's left it, man.
Hey, listen, man, you almost made me throw up in this cup.
Gross.
With the thought of moving to New York.
I've chimed in. Shake Money is talk about throwing up in cups. What's going on?
We're just going over crazy stuff.
You hit the roof of Buffalo again?
No. Hey, listen. All I know is you're not only did you get eliminated in fantasy, but I'm gonna have to eliminate you come week in our Pick'ems league. So,
Crypto, man. Don't worry, Crypto. We can fix this.
I was in a giving spirit. It's the holiday spirit, Shake. I had to let you come back a little bit. You know,
Mhm.
I'm in the holiday spirit. I got some gingerbread coffee. I bought me some pumpkin spice pie. You know, I got to get it all together. I got to get me
Yeah.
some more eggnog.
Hey, curious, Crypto, who makes that gingerbread coffee? Is that Barney's by any chance?
No, this
No,
is
it's
a
the one that you said tastes like an
actually
ashtray.
ashtray.
Oh, Starbucks. Oh, God.
Starbucks got a brand. Starbucks got it now.
Hmm.
No, they got the
Well,
ones you sell in the grocery store. They sell them in the grocery.
Barney's was a local version of Starbucks before Starbucks ever came around, bro. Like they had one of them. They had them in a couple malls.
Oh yeah.
It
What
was like a
about
little
8 o'clock
coffee shop in
coffee?
the mall. What's that?
You guys heard of 8 o'clock coffee?
Oh
Eight
yeah, they're
o'clock
good. I
coffee.
get them all the time. I get them all the time. They're really good. They
Yeah,
have like a little,
pretty good.
I think they have like a hazelnut or something in their Keurig cup.
Yeah. Now
No,
the
that's chock
the
full of nuts. I'm
Starbucks
thinking of
brand.
chock full of nuts. Chock full of nuts is a lot like 8 o'clock coffee. It's good stuff. That's my 8 o'clock crypto is like my fourth go to behind Dunkin', McCafe, and Tim Hortons.
Yeah, McCafe has actually made a strong comeback. They actually pretty good now.
Well, in the
McCafe.
store,
Yeah.
like the brew yourself McCafe is really it's actually my number one, and then Dunkin' comes in behind that.
Oh, they got the brew in the store. I think I did see them. You're
Yeah,
right.
you
I
can
think
get
I
you
did.
can
I
get
think I did.
grounds and you can get the Keurig cups for McCafe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Dunkin' is always good. You know, you can get the gingerbread uh grounds now, like the grounded coffee now. You can get them in the store.
Gingerbread coffee
Yeah.
sounds terrible.
No, you don't know what you're missing, Cap. It's good.
Is it?
It's real good. Yeah.
Hmm.
Especially if you got a slice of pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie. It's real good.
Hey, El Capitan, real quick. Florida grossed this. I'm reading. I'll send you the link in the private chat. But last this 2022, it grossed $1.4 trillion. 1.4 trillion. My God, damn boy.
Well, that should be
Two.
fucking helping me out right now.
I
Then
was gonna say two main sources for that, Shake. I guarantee you, the legalization and taxing of
What's that?
cannabis, and the freaking turnpike tolls, bro. Like they've got 6 lanes of traffic all going through a turnpike toll every 5 miles at 25 cents a pop, bro. I mean, like, talk about a cash cow, bro. You go down to Florida, you go down to Miami in the middle of the day, bro, and there are 5 zillion cars going through that center for that 25-cent toll, bro. It's like we could create a whole nother state just on our revenue from turnpike tolls, man.
On the turnpike. Damn. Every state area surrounding Chicago.
Well, Crypto,
It's
you've
like
seen
every
them
2
pictures
miles
of
you
like
got a
LA traffic, right? Where there's like just a sea of cars for like miles and there's like 12 lanes of traffic. Now imagine getting a quarter for every single one of those cars, bro, every 5 miles.
Oh man, that's like the lottery.
That's what's going on in South Florida right now, bro. Seriously.
And it's got 6 lanes. Oh man, it's crazy.
On each side of the road. Each direction.
Oh damn, so 12.
And then if you
Damn,
want to get off that melee,
that's a
you
lot.
want to get off that road, you got to pay like $1 to get off the dang thing. So every one of those cars are going to have to pay to get off that road.
Holy crap.
And told
So when people are like,
That's coming
"It is the
from
richest state in the world, in the country," I'm like,
how far does it stretch?
been to Miami lately?
Hey, look at this: tomatoes, oranges. We supply America. Yeah.
Besides that, crypto, they have the ability to raise and lower the amount of the toll throughout the day. Like they adjust it up and down as the traffic gets heavier and lighter.
Oh, they don't have like certain time periods. They automatically
No,
go to a
it
certain
just
price.
they just randomly raise it up and down like a stock market.
Yep. See, now if we were to be like Boston and sell clam chowder, I think we had more money. The clam chowder. But anyway,
What clam chowder?
clam chowder.
The clam chowder, huh?
It's that clam
I
chowder
was
from
going to get me
Dorsta.
some when I was up
You
there.
gotta
but,
get
you
the
know,
chowder
I
from Dorsta. The chowder from Dorsta is much better than the chowder from Manchester.
Manchester. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Manchester is
I didn't
Manchester.
get the. Or Worcester is Worcester sauce.
Right, or Dorchester, they pronounce Dorsta.
Crickets. G, what's going on, G? I love G. He's funny as hell in the comment section. G is one of the funny ones in the comment section, and of course, you know, no one beats Scummy.
I think Scummy is a more extreme G. I think when G gets upset and wants to be even more extreme, he pulls out his Scummy account.
So or breaking news: G and Scummy are the same person.
Yeah, like Scummy is the Incredible Hulk version of G. So when G gets upset, he rips off all his clothes and becomes Scummy.
So this is he rips all his clothes and does this. What do you call it? Oh, damn! I erased it. Never mind.
Wah, wah, wah. It's okay.
If it dies, it dies.
The Department of Homeland Security kicked me out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's nasty.
So what happens when you accidentally hook up to one of them DC towers?
Actually,
Yeah, they
you know who has the?
They boot me out.
I'm going through the different gifs and Tonk has the best ones, man.
The Blake man pitches to Sarge. The Sarge threw bumps into his own man. It's a fumble. Fumble-aya. Sarge Fumbleina Wilkerson fumbles the ball.
Oh man.
Hey, what you call it? When Crypto found out he got eliminated from I have footage of Crypto when he got eliminated from the fantasy league.
You bastards! You vicious, heartless bastards!
we gotta make arrangements. I gotta get some kind of backdoor way back in or something.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta figure something out. It was already rigged from the start, so I gotta figure out a way back in. Shake Money. It was already rigged. I deserve a recount.
A recount?
Yeah. We gotta crunch some more numbers, man. I don't know how I was mathematically eliminated with 6 games to go. I'm trying to figure out the math. It's not like I'm the Carolina Panthers where I only got 1 win. Well, how does that work, KP?
I don't know.
How am I mathematically eliminated? And the Panthers are not even mathematically eliminated. Go figure that one out. They're still mathematically alive to win their division, but I'm limited and I got 6 wins in the season. I'm trying to figure that one out.
Damn.
Man, Shake, I don't understand. I think I'd have joined the Carolina Panthers now, since they at least have a shot.
See, that's why KP's not here, because he's ashamed that he colluded against you to get you eliminated.
Yep. Right. That was some inside job going on there. It's an inside job.
Hey, Josh Allen is the next Tony Romo. What's going on?
Is it Josh Allen is the next Ray Lucas?
Ray Lucas?
Yeah.
You mean he's gonna be an announcer for the Jets?
Yeah.
You know he does commentating for the Jets, right?
What was that?
He's a commentator for the Jets. Social media.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. He is.
Well, yeah, because every time the Jets, like whenever the Jets and the Dolphins play, I seen a while ago. I seen they did. I forgot what it's called. It's called Jets Flight or some bull crap like that.
Hey, Josh Allen is the next spouse of Tony Romo. How you doing this morning?
Mm-hmm. Spouse of Tony Romo. Wow, he's gonna get married to Tony Romo.
The next spouse.
I mean, I thought Tony proposed to him last week.
That's true.
Right. Damn.
You are so awesome, Josh. Throw the ball.
Hey man, being that this is a morning show,
don't let these fake Dolphins beat you. Throw the ball, Josh.
Yeah. Well, you know the difference. Hey, Tone, Crypto, you know the difference between a porn star and Josh Allen?
Okay, you break up, Shake Money.
I said, you know the difference between a porn star and Josh Allen?
What was that?
Porn stars don't choke on the big one.
Wow.
That's
a good one, Shake. That's a good one.
Yo, what's up, Miami Kid Jay? How you doing, man? Glad you popping in. So
he was so the Bills. The Stephon Diggs was so depressed that he went out and got married. I think that's what it was.
I hold on, Crypto. I have some. Now that you're here, I'm glad that you're here. I really am, because I need to talk to you about some of your life decisions here.
My life decisions on the wait a minute, you said life decisions on what?
Yeah, on your fantasy league, of course.
The life decision. The fantasy.
Listen, you already. Listen, you sleeping in 90-degree weather. That's your preference. I understand. But no,
right.
I want to know, dude. So why did you get Mike Gesicki?
No, my what you call it was on the bye week. Tyler Thigby. I think I had to ram Higbee. He was on the bye. One of the other tight ends I had to move out because he was on the bye week, and I just scooped him up. So Miss Finns gave me permission to pick him up.
Okay.
Okay.
Mike Gesicki.
Blame Miss Finns. Miss Finns is the reason she gave me permission.
Jerry Jeudy was a good choice. Devontae Adams, Breece Hall.
Yeah.
He's questionable.
Breece Hall. Yeah, that was an early season pick, though. You know. Breece Hall.
Aiden O'Connell, aka that's Discount Derek.
Aiden O'Connell was a desperation pick because I didn't have a quarterback. I think at that time. And I traded for Russell Wilson. Remember, I traded for that guy. I was going to end up with Garoppolo, but man, I'm glad I dodged that bullet. But then something told me to get Wilson because Sutton was on the roster. And then I gave away CeeDee Lamb, which was a bad move because he's getting like 150 yards a game ever since I traded him. You know?
Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
I mean, how do you trade away a player that's now getting 150 yards a game, it seems?
That's true.
And then the other guy, Adams, goes to crapper. He has one good game every other week. I could have just stuck with Lamb. Gave
Zach
him Adams,
Cunningham.
right?
Bill's defense is good
Yeah.
though. Was a good one.
I think Cedric Wilson's going to get a touchdown this week.
See, I know why. He didn't. I know why he doesn't have it. He doesn't have. Crypto. You don't have Joe Mixon.
Yeah. I think I played against Joe Mixon a couple of weeks ago. I think
So
I
right
did.
now, crypto's like,
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Bro, I just figured out who reminds me of that guy. Jordan Peterson reminds me of that of Jim Mora, man. Like voice and everything. Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
oh man, so Jim.
I just hope we can
Jim
have
Mora?
free speech. It's just like it looks just like Jordan Peterson, man. I just hope we can have a male society.
So Jim Mora is the lead singer of the Doors.
What's that?
group?
So Jim Mora is the leader. He's the lead singer of the Doors.
Jim Mora? No, that's Jim Morrison.
Yeah,
Mora's son.
Right.
Son of Jim Mora. Jim Morrison, son of Jim Mora.
Right. Jim Morris.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It wasn't until I started.
I thought you said the Doors.
It wasn't until I started, was introduced to the hippie lettuce that I started enjoying music like the Doors.
You have to fundamentally win the game to get in the playoffs. Sounds just like Jordan Peterson, man. Damn.
Yeah.
You have to ask yourself, why is it you need to clean your room? Because you want to go to the playoffs.
Playoffs? So... Oh man! By the way, yeah, man, we're
a little damp outside.
Tomorrow 1 o'clock, we're gonna be live, baby. I got my tequila. I'm gonna do tequila shots for every touchdown. I'm hoping to get lit tomorrow. So come on, Dolphin.
I'm gonna try and I don't know while I'm at the stadium, I can give I could chime in every now and then. I'm gonna try. I'll have all my battery juice, so I should be able to chime in to give you some updates of what's going on at the stadium. See if it's a ruckus.
Yeah, and
see if it's a
crypto
crowd.
wired earbuds are the key in a crowd, man.
Oh, wired ones, yeah.
Yeah, if you go pick you up a set of them $12 Sony ones from Walmart, the ones made by Sony that are like the standard, they got like 3 colors and they're just standard wired earbuds. Those are freaking perfect, man.
Yeah. Or the active noise cancellation were pretty good too on some of them. I know.
Yeah,
You said
the only issue with Bluetooth is that it's going to burn your battery so quick. You're even with a backup battery, you're gonna burn it up.
yeah, it does burn the battery pretty quick.
And make sure if you're not using Bluetooth, actually turn your Bluetooth chip off so it's not searching out for stuff, because when it's searching out for stuff, it's burning your battery down too.
Yeah.
Because what people don't realize is when you're not using your Bluetooth, if your chip is still on, StreamYard will see it as an audio device and have it ready to be chosen. And when it's ready to be chosen, the chip is on and eating your battery. So if you turn the Bluetooth chip physically off, StreamYard won't have it on the ready and won't be using it to eat your battery.
Right. I got you. Yeah. That makes sense. Why it's not.
Yeah, I figured out because when I stopped using Bluetooth and it was still eating my battery, and I'm like, well, what the heck? So I actually turned the Bluetooth chip off because I realized that StreamYard was still keeping it as a choice. And if it's keeping it as a choice, that means the chip is on and active. You know what I mean? Looking for stuff to pair with, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always searching.
And that's what eats your battery. And that's what eats your battery and makes your phone hot. So if you turn your Bluetooth off, you'll no longer be able to cook some eggs with your phone, and it won't eat its battery.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking right through my phone right now. I don't have any earbuds or Bluetooth on right now. I'm just using it raw out of my phone.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem with that is every once in a while you get a bug, which they seem to have fixed, because we don't get the warning anymore. But the echo, because it's coming, like you guys are coming through my phone speaker, so it should loop back into the microphone. Well, Google or Android had a problem recently where it didn't cancel out that noise, and that's why we were getting an echo and having to tell everybody to use earbuds. But they seem to have fixed it because I'm talking on the phone raw right now without any headset. But you can't do that at the stadium. Like I couldn't do this at the stadium right now. I wouldn't be able to hear you all.
Right. Without the you're talking about without the analog plug.
Right. Like if I was just talking on my phone like I am now, I wouldn't be able to hear you with the crowd noise going on behind me. So earbuds help there, but also, they take the microphone away from your phone, and so, you guys won't be able to hear all the noise either. So wired earbuds are the best for inside the stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, wired earbuds and your finger on the mute trigger.
Yeah.
Some things just never become obsolete, crypto,
Yeah. Now you got to convert it from the 3x5 jack to the USB A or C now.
If you don't, that's the issue that a lot of people are having. Is even Samsung now has taken the RCA jack off their phone. So you do have to have a phone with a 3.5 mil jack. Yeah, absolutely, or a converter to USB.
Yeah. Yep, I had got one of those USB-C to A converters that you could plug the
right.
3x5
and for the
jack
Apple,
in.
you have to get the Apple connector converter to 3.5.
Right. Yep. Yeah,
it's like, Samsung, what are you doing? I understand that USB is universal. I get it. It's not like they're technically not proprietarizing, but you kind of are, because they don't make earbuds with USB connections. I mean, they do, but you're talking about full headsets, like gaming headsets. You know what I mean? You're not talking about
Yeah.
like little wired earbuds that are USB. I guess they probably make them somewhere, but
Right.
like, I mean, it's not supposed
Yeah,
to be that difficult. They're just earbuds. You know what I mean? Like, give us an RCA jack. Thank you very much. It's not that hard. You know,
yeah.
my Nokia has one. I got a Nokia that's up to date. It's got one on it.
Mm-hmm. You know, Nokia's always been ahead of the curves. They always making bridges. They're the reason why smartphones is at where it's at now. They made that first step
Yeah, and
to
they
make it
also don't
smartphones.
do things like, and it's probably why they've fallen below the wayside in the market share, is because they don't do things like hyper proprietarization and stuff like that. Matter of fact, they're not even tied to any providers anymore. Like you can't buy this Nokia phone from AT&T. It's a fully unlocked phone from Nokia with no bloatware in it. It has no Nokia software in it except one app that takes you to their support system, right?
Right.
And the only other bloatware it has is the Google bloatware. So effectively, you've got a Google phone, like a Google branded phone, but it's just made by Nokia. So in other words, if you wanted to get the raw Google experience from Google and their phone the way they meant it to be, you'd have to buy a Google Pixel, right? Well, in this case, you can buy this Nokia. It's the same thing. In other words, they don't proprietarize it. It's basically a Google Pixel made and branded by HMD, which is Nokia's parent company.
Right.
HMD Global, which I think is a Taiwanese company. Ironically, it's not even Scandinavian anymore.
Right.
Nokia was a Norwegian company, I believe, or Swedish. Swedish.
Northern European. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were Scandinavian. Same with Ericsson. Sony bought Ericsson. But Ericsson and Nokia were the two companies that created the joint venture that ended up inventing Bluetooth technology. So you can thank Ericsson and Nokia, those two manufacturers in particular, for Bluetooth.
Yeah, that's probably why they always got.
You can also thank them for the name. Well, I was going to say you can thank them for the name. I've said this before on the show. Longtime listeners have probably already heard this. It's a novel. It's nostalgia, or trivial, but the name Bluetooth is there for a reason. So there was a Danish king / Viking in the Viking Age named Harold Bluetooth, and he was known because that part of Denmark at the time was like this international trading post. Like you had stuff coming from the Silk Road, you had stuff coming from all the Viking Rus and Asian things that they collected from there and traded from there. Plus you had stuff coming all the way from the western parts of their spoils, in Europe and England and Ireland and all those places, but everything was converging in this port in northern Denmark. So Harold Bluetooth facilitated all that as a king and made it to where everybody could come there and trade, no matter what language you spoke, no matter where you were from, everybody could come trade there. And so he was known as a great communicator. Like that's what he was known as, And so because Bluetooth technology, what it's meant to do is bridge devices together that don't normally know how to talk to each other. And they're unified by the Bluetooth protocol of programming language or communication language so that different devices that were never meant to talk to each other could talk to each other. Your mouse to your computer, your phone to your mouse to your whatever, your speakers to your TV, whatever it might be. And so they, in honor of the great communicator, Harold Bluetooth, they named it Bluetooth. And so if you look at the symbol, the Bluetooth symbol for when you're connected and not connected, if it's connected, if it's fully connected to a device, you know how that completes the symbol, right? Like you have a little half symbol and then it completes the symbol when you're connected to something. That symbol is the runic inscription for the letters HB for Herald Bluetooth. So when it's not connected, you have an H, and when it's connected, you have an HB.
So, hey, we have an HB.
Right. And that I never even put that together, Shake. I wonder if that's where he got his initials from, though. It's like,
Right.
But the part about the symbol being the runes for HB, I thought was the fascinating part. Like they even made the symbol the guy's initials. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. They embedded it into the connection protocol.
Right. So the irony of it all too is in this day and age where people are clamoring so hard for diversity and inclusion and all that, the Bluetooth symbol literally means diversity and inclusion.
So the Bluetooth, the guy who invented Bluetooth, it was his last name was Bluetooth. So the guy who invented tampon, was that his last name too?
Red Sponge, Harold Red Sponge.
It could be, Shake.
Oh, Shake, that's terrible, man. that qualifies as Charles Barkley TRBL Turble.
That's terrible.
I'm not gonna lie. After you mentioned it, I was curious to who invented it. His name was Earl Haas.
Oh, was Earl Haas? Is he like from that part of the world too, or does he just happen to be an Ericsson or Nokia employee?
Earl Haas. He invented what? Was that the guy who invented the tampon?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bluetooth.
No. He invented. You had me curious to see if he had a weird name like that. So.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I'm not gonna go down this road. I guess maybe it was a feminist that informed me that all of the great products that made things better for females in modern society were invented by men.
Oh, it was. They were invented by men.
Yeah, like the brassiere, and the tampon, and I'm not trying to be flippant about it. These are like the tampon like actually made like this world a more hygienic place for women. You know what I mean? Like it actually saved lives. Like seriously.
Yeah. Those products like that saved lives. Yeah.
Yeah. So, true story about inventors that I've met. I actually met the guy that invented the UPC code. He died recently in 2019.
Hey.
Really?
And by the way, real quick,
I saw a documentary on that.
But one thing, I was watching the Howard Stern show, right? And there was a guy who's a bodyguard, like a professional bodyguard. Mm-hmm. And he says one thing professional bodyguards always carry around is a tampon. Because if the person they're guarding is shot, that helps plug in the bullet wound.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can easily tourniquet the bullet wound to shove that tampon in there and stop the bleeding, clot the blood.
Yeah.
I did, Ali, on that note, I did get to meet the chemist that invented the flavorings for Dentyne gum.
Really?
Yeah, Mr. Friedman. His last name is Friedman.
That's cool.
He has a mansion. We were renovating his mansion that he had just bought on Palm Beach many, many moons ago.
I actually won't be surprised if my father-in-law has met him. He works on a lot of mansions in the Palm Beach area. Well, he did until he retired.
I probably met him. I probably met your grandfather. Like, damn. Like if he was working on the island for a lot of years, I probably met him. What did he do?
He worked for California Closets, installing like $100,000 closets.
Oh, I most definitely have probably met the guy.
He's met former Playboy covers, famous people. people that are like holding the patents to certain things you would never
Yeah,
know.
because we're talking about closets that are bigger than my apartment room right now. You know, like
That
my
is
whole
the
apartment
most
is smaller than these
organized,
closets.
functional closet you'd ever seen. He's done it. So, oh man.
Like I would actually live in one of those. I'd be like, "Yo, can I just rent out your closet for a couple months?"
I have a California closet installed in every single one of my bedrooms at my house, but they're nowhere near the size,
The size, right? Size and complexity. Yeah.
of what some of these people put in.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. So
I would go into
Anyway.
those closets when I'd be passing through the house that we're working on. I'd go through one of them closets and just open and close the drawers just to feel it. Like, you know, like, oh, how nice. You know, like,
yeah. How's
those
everybody
closets
doing?
are
Everyone having a
insane.
good day? It's Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, somewhat warm and nice weather outside.
it is kind of
A little bit. Yeah,
kind
we
of
had a
gross
nice.
hot today.
Yeah,
You know?
kind of, sort of. But I mean, it's I don't know. It's not in the
The calm-
50s or 40s here. It's kind of warmer. So. Mm-hmm.
The calm
Hey,
before the
listen, I don't
storm.
know
It's a
about you,
little
Ali, but
humid for November right now, or for December right now.
What, Shake?
I don't know about you, but I seen I was watching this thing on Florida Gators. This every once in a while, Urban Meyer comes on, and I can't hate the guy for some reason. I every time I see him on an interview, I'm like, I love
Urban
this guy.
Meyer? Oh,
Yeah, Urban Meyer.
I can't hate the guy because one, he was 7-0 versus Michigan, and he did win the first ever college football playoff for Ohio State. So I can't hate the guy, but I can say that something's happened where he's gone a little bit downhill in the coaching realm. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
But I do have a question since we're talking about fantasy and college football and stuff. I do have a question for you, Shake. I think I shared it with you. It's been reported that Etienne is hitting the transfer portal for Gators. How do you feel about it?
They say he's contemplating. He's contemplating.
So he hasn't officially done it then.
No, he hasn't officially.
Okay,
He's contemplating. He's contemplating it.
Let's say he does. How do you feel about that? Like, what are you concerned for your program? Tell me more about it.
No, because Trevor Etienne, I'm not Etienne. Montreal Johnson, he's a junior. I think he's a junior. I think he's going to be a senior this year. I think he did an admirable job. Besides, the line was more run friendly than it was. It's just like the Miami Dolphins. It's more run friendly than it is pass friendly. Then our quarterback, he did. They say he did better job this year. Graham Mertz is coming back, so our offensive line, we got a lot of good recruits for the offensive line. Then we got DJ Lagway, top 5 recruit. So I'm good. I mean, look, I seen a fake post that DJ Lagway committed to whatchamacallit, to declipped to Texas A&M, and I'm not gonna lie, I shit myself. And then I seen it was fake. I'm like, oh god, almost had a heart attack. I literally did. I'm like, I was fire every fucking body. I did not want to lose DJ Lagway, but no, it was fake. But no, I think Trevor Etienne's gonna stay.
You think they'll change his mind, or at least
because look, between him and Montreal Johnson, they're getting 50%. They're getting 50% of load. So that's just enough. His carries are just enough where he could show off what he could do and not get run down to the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely hear you. You know,
the only thing is he sucks at pass block. That's the only thing. He sucks
gotcha.
at pass block.
I wish Color was here. I was going to ask a question about the Hurricanes quarterback.
Well, you got Crypto here. He's a Hurricanes fan.
You're a Hurricane fan, Crypto? Okay. So I also read somewhere that Van Dyke is hitting the portal. Is that accurate? Do you know?
Who?
I'm not sure. I don't know the details on all the movement.
The quarterback for Miami is hitting the portal, from what I heard.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, the one Van Dyke did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I'm kind of, people ask me if there's something. Somebody asked me the other day, is there a position I'm worried about in regards to Ohio State, or what is their problem that they can't beat Michigan?
Hang on, guys. I'll be back.
No worries. I really feel it has. I already said this earlier on in the season that Ohio State doesn't have the quarterback they need to really lead them. And their reason they're successful at this point is because they've been able to maximize all of the weapons and talent they have around the ball outside of the quarterback position. Now,
Mhm.
that's not to take anything away from McCormick, because he has actually improved
Yeah.
throughout the season. He got better. But in big moments, he still kind of falters a little bit. And as we saw what happened in the Michigan game. So the big thing is, people are saying that, well, then that proves that Ryan Day can't recruit quarterbacks, because the fact that if you look at it, the quarterbacks who
Yeah.
he's coached, one of them being CJ Stroud, and then the other one being Justin Fields,
And
they
don't
actually
forget the late Haskins.
yeah, but I don't think Haskins was there when Haskins hit the NFL when Ryan Day showed up, I believe. But
Okay.
if you really look at it, those quarterbacks weren't recruited under his regime. They were recruited under Urban Meyer's regime. There
Yeah.
was a quarterback that I thought was the next best thing. The one, pretty much the top dual threat in college football. That came out of Arizona, I think it was. He's Hawaiian. But from what I heard, he ended up committing with a different team. Why, I don't know, because he didn't show up anywhere. But I thought that was going to be the next thing, but he ended up decommitting and going somewhere else. And to be
Well,
honest, I haven't.
what's funny is you say that because, again, one thing that we do have in common is Urban Meyer,
Yeah.
and um, Dan Mullen is just like Ryan Day, a great offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
When he was with Urban Meyer,
Mhm.
and when he became the head coach of Florida, the recruiting was not good. Urban Meyer said it today. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'll send you the interview, and
Yeah.
the interview if you want to check it out. He
Yeah.
said Urban Meyer said that he said when it came to recruiting, he said he was psychotic about it. He said it was unhealthy, but he said all he did 24/7 sleep, recruit. Even when he was game planning and everything like that, he was recruiting. That's all he did. Recruit.
Mm.
He had an obsession with recruiting because he goes, you can't win games without the talent.
Makes
Yeah.
you wonder why sports agents don't become college coaches more often.
Yeah. One thing I will say, though, is that since Urban Meyer has left, it looks like the quarterback corral it hasn't really taken off at Ohio State, whereas the wide receiver corral and the other position groups, let it be running back, tight end, or wide receiver, those three positions have taken off at Ohio State, or offensive linemen. They're constantly getting the top offensive line, the top running backs, the top wide receivers. I mean, I'll even go and say it. It's a fact that Ohio State is wide receiver U. That's the fact.
Yeah, for sure.
The quarterback position, which is ultimately the top position in all of football, doesn't matter if it's the low kid, whatever, pee-wee level to elementary to high school to even college or pros, USFL, XFL. The quarterback position is the most important because it sets the tone for your team. It runs your team. It's what keeps your team together, right? I'm afraid that Ohio State needs to do something about that. That's number one. And I'm just curious, like, how you feel about the quarterbacks being recruited at Florida, and I know Anthony Richardson was there.
Yeah.
How do you
Well,
feel
he was
about
a
it now?
gang. He was gonna go there regardless because he was from Gainesville.
Oh, okay, so he was a hometown hero type guy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I get that. But I mean, still, recruiting is something. You know what I mean? And I feel like Ohio State has everything else locked down, from talent, from the secondary to the defense to the offense, completely except the QB position. And that has me
Well,
concerned.
we got
I
a
don't know.
guy coming out of Texas. He's ranked. He's in the top 15.
Mhm.
His name is DJ Lagway from Texas, and
Yeah.
man, that guy is amazing. He's coming. He's a dual threat. The guy, I've seen some of the film. And he is amazing. That's why I'm glad that Graham Mertz is coming back, so he doesn't start his freshman year. You want him to start, but let him learn. You know what I mean? Come in from here and there, and as a matter of fact, the guy who started against Florida State, he's hitting the transfer portal because he sees the writing on the wall.
Yeah, I gotcha. So people don't know a lot about this, but Quentin Ewers actually originally basically ended high school early so he could be a commit to a college team prior to the year that he was actually being recruited for, right?
Mhm.
So he signed with Ohio State. That, I think, is the only quarterback that's worth a damn, in my opinion, that Ryan Day kind of recruited in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That came on his regime, whereas the other ones were all leftovers from Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Even Burrow, people don't know this. Burrow was a Buckeye before he was, with LSU. So they've always had really good quarterbacks. I just don't know what's going on right now, because I feel if they fix that position, then in the future, I don't really think there's anything that can really stop Ohio State. It always will be Ohio State and probably Michigan at this point in the Big Ten. That's what I think. I think it's going to be them, period, regardless of USC coming or some of these other schools that are slated to come to Ohio State or to Big Ten. I'm sorry. So, Shake Money's on the phone. Color, are you still there?
My bad. Sorry about that. It was an important phone call. But yeah,
No.
man. No. One thing I could tell you one thing about Florida. One thing people don't realize too. I noticed too with Florida, and this happened with Tim Tebow too, is that once you recruit a good quarterback, a lot of the quarterbacks. One of the reasons why we have the top 3 classes for next year is because DJ Lagway is also recruiting. He's been recruiting. Hey, come play with me. Come play with me. So once a lot of commits see what quarterback is going to your program, they're gonna want to follow him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, did you guys see that Tyreek got the entire team for Christmas electronic scooters?
Oh, what did you hear? He paid the guy's salary who got fired because of him.
The camera, because he did the flip or whatever.
Yeah. He's not fired. He's suspended.
Oh, okay, but they paid it. They paid his salary though. He did it. Yeah.
No,
Tyreek's
Tyreek
a
Hill.
stand-up dude, Drew. I don't really care what people say, dude. That guy is a stand-up guy. I know people want to poke fun at what happened on the docks or whatever, on his boat trip or whatever. I still think that to this day, that something was said to him in a way that makes a man blow up or act that way. We'll never know what it is because that's part of the agreement probably that they have. But that's the only way I see him acting the way that he did. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem like a guy that's just gonna, go off on the rails. Even on the football field, talking to him and everything, seeing him in his podcast and all that. I just don't see it.
Well, another thing I like about Tyreek Hill is the fact that he allows to get disciplined in front of him. He sets the tone for the wide receiver room.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. Definitely. But I know. I'm glad he's in he's with us. That's for sure.
Did you guys talking about the report that just came out about what he's doing for that cameraman?
Yeah, that came out like a couple of days ago, I think.
Yeah,
he's paying
that's
his salary.
cool, man. That's
cool,
man.
Straight up, paid his salary. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm sorry, NFL, but you guys, I don't know what bug you guys have up your butts, because this is football. The guy scored a touchdown, and all he wants to do is celebrate special ways. Like, I can't believe it, bro. They go after him for everything. They go after him for giving balls to his mom, giving balls to his wife. They go after him because he's doing peace signs, doing backflips and all this sort of stuff. They're trying to find him any which way they can, and I don't know why. This is supposed to be a fun sport. The guy wants to celebrate. Passion is not a crime, NFL. Passion is not a crime.
We see them do that to T.O. Remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Any player, I don't care who it is. Who was it that had a marker in his jersey and pulls out a marker and was signing autographs? Wasn't that Ocho Cinco that did that?
Yeah. Sharpie.
Let the man do that.
And I think Michael Thomas as well, or was it Michael Thomas that took out the cell phone from the?
Yeah, Michael Thomas. He took out this. No, that Horn. CJ Horn did that.
CJ Horn did that. Listen, NFL, Roger Goodell, Mr. Goodell. Let's look at it this way. You're a businessman, right?
What happened to his burner account? I haven't seen him in a while.
I know. I haven't seen him in a while either. But let me just get this off real quick.
Okay.
You're a businessman, Roger Goodell. You're all about money. You want profits, right? You want to fill your pockets. You want to fill the owner's pockets, and you want to fill everybody else's pockets that gets anything from the profits that the NFL makes, right? More money, everyone's happier, right? That's what keeps you in your job. Well, stuff like this is entertainment to fans. It attracts more fans. It keeps people in the seats because why? Because people want to see what he's going to do next. They want to see how the players are going to celebrate. Celebrations have become a part of the game, and it's for fun. It's money. It's golden on TV. Your TV ratings go higher. Everybody's happy. I don't know why you have something against it. It is ridiculous. Let them play football their way. Let them celebrate their way. It's their team. It's their game anyway. Let them have fun. That's what I got to say. Tell me I'm wrong now.
No, you're not. You're 100% right. You know what I mean? But just like with now they're allowing celebrations. You know what I mean? Before a number of those.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was the worst. I know they're allowing celebrations now, but I still think it's messed up, bro. Like what was it? Oh, that was in college. Never mind. Even in college, they're still flagging people for celebrations. The guy ran down the field because it was an interception, right? And you know how the whole team runs down to the other end and they pose in front of the camera. Well, I want to say it was Ohio State that did it in the game, and they posed, and the referee decided to call out every single player's number and give them a 15-yard penalty for posing. And I'm like, are you serious?
Hey, speaking of college, I'm glad you brought that up because one thing that really is starting to get annoying is that, and I seen it happen to you, stupid cat.
That's funny.
Hold on. Man. Yeah. I tell you what, goddamn. I got one cat that wants to come in as soon as he comes in, and then he wants to come out. I'm like, God damn it, man. Anyway, you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here.
So one of the things that happened to us, and it happened against us, when somebody's getting tackled, right? Let's say they're sliding, whatever, or the opponent's moving down. The defender is trying to avoid helmet to helmet, but sometimes the player will lower their helmet into that defender's helmet, and when an offensive player lowers their helmet into the defender's player, that defender player, that offensive player, put into the other guy's view. He was trying to avoid it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in a split second, he lowered his helmet right away, and he couldn't anticipate moving, and he hit the guy's helmet. Now he's ejected. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to, that's why they have what's it called, replays to see if the targeting was intentional or not. And if it is not intentional, don't freaking give him the don't eject him. You know what I mean? They're starting to eject players, even if it was accidental, or even if it was the offensive player who freaking initiated the contact. The defensive player is getting penalized for that.
Mm.
And I'm seeing that more and more.
I've seen that a lot too. Actually, I saw that it was Ohio State versus Clemson in the college playoff. Clemson won the game. And Ohio State was winning that game, right? They had the lead, and it didn't look like Clemson had a prayer until Clemson got Ohio State's pretty much their best defensive player, which was their safety at the time, kicked out of the game for targeting. And it wasn't a target. What it was is the quarterback went to run up the middle of the pocket and looked like he was going to go run. So the safety had dead to rights, launched himself to make the tackle right properly, and the quarterback in a split second moved to basically take cover. And the way he moved, it caused a head-to-head collision. Right? And because of that, they called targeting, and they kicked him out of the game, and Clemson ended up going on to win, which pissed me off, because I was like, first of all, if that player didn't move the way he did because that guy was already airborne, it wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? It wasn't on purpose, which I think is messed up. I think
there's a difference between intentional targeting and accidentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they say that they look out for that now to find out if it was intentional, but they still, if there's a head-on collision, they're like, no, this is targeting still. They don't really ref to that. And that upsets me, because, I mean, think about it. I could sit there knowing the style of tackling you do, and as soon as I see you go to launch yourself, I could move myself in a way that is going to make it look like targeting and get you kicked out of the game. I think it's BS. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it's BS.
Now, if it's accidental, all right, I could see where they want to give them the fine. Okay, I mean the fine, the penalty.
Yeah.
I'll accept that, but to actually eject him is another thing.
Yeah, like for example, there was a play that they did call it accidental, and what it was is both players were playing the ball, right? The offensive and the wide receiver, the defensive player were both playing the ball. They were both looking at the ball and not each other, and they ran into each other really bad. And it looked like targeting at first, but then when you're watching, their heads are not even looking at each other. So it was complete accidental. In that case, they called it correctly. But I think like the NFL, they referee in a way that kind of like it's whatever is the flavor of the week, kind of thing.
But real quick, I'm gonna welcome Sharif. Well, now that you're here, Sharif, I got 3 games. I'm gonna call out. You guys, let me know what do you guys who do you think is gonna win the game? We got SMU versus Tulane. We got Michigan versus Iowa, and Louisville versus Florida State. So go ahead. Anybody want to chime in on that?
I'm sorry. I'm going to be biased because I got my own reasons today. I'm a Louisville fan for today.
Me too.
I am an Iowa fan for today. Iowa's defense is for real, by the way. So though Michigan probably will win the game, that it might be really close because of that defense that Iowa has, to be honest. And then the other person, what was the other game? What was the other team?
SMU versus Tulane. As a matter of fact, all these games have been close. These championship games. Liberty in New Mexico State was close, 49-35. Oregon versus Washington was close, 34-31. So right now, Texas is beating Oklahoma.
I don't know who's better, Tulane or SMU. I'm just gonna go SMU.
Tulane
I'm also a Alabama fan for today, by the way, against Georgia. I'm an Alabama fan.
Damn, I'm surprised that. Oh yeah, here it is, Georgia. Yeah, that's right, Georgia and Alabama. I forgot that. Yeah, roll Tide.
Yeah, roll tide today.
What's up? What say you, Sharif? Or are you not really a big college fan?
Yeah, man, I'm disappointed in UM, and I don't know. Um, I think it's the second year of Cristobal, who is, if he has his players in, they're probably super young, 19, 20, maybe
Yeah,
18.
exactly.
But next year, if he doesn't do well, I think they're gonna just fire him. But it is what it is. I see Florida is doing well. Florida State is the middle of the pack. So good that the Florida teams are doing well. In terms of the fantasies, I'm looking at Wheaton for the Ravens. I'm looking at
No, I'm
Dobbs.
talking about. I just want to get your quick college predictions between Alabama and Georgia, and then I'll let you do the fantasy, and then SMU versus Tulane, and Michigan versus Iowa, Louisville versus Florida State. You have any? Who you think is going to win those games?
I am totally out of the loop. When I hear
Okay.
you guys talk about college, I say, yeah, you guys know.
All
That's all I
right.
say.
Well, okay. So, all right.
But
All right. Talk about your fantasy then. Whedon, go ahead.
yeah, Wheaton for the Baltimore Ravens, a third
Mm-hmm.
running back league. Um, he'd be a good pick. The Dobbs, the receiver for Green Bay. I think he's going to torch Kansas City. Um, and he would be a good second or third receiver league pick. Another sleeper. A lot of people like Howell this week. Uh, you know, he might have to come back. The thing is, if he's down by 20 first half, he's going to try to go over 220 yards, I guess. But yeah. So those three sneaky third league. I mean, third receiver, third running back league. And if you have a quarterback on bye, Howell will be a good pick because they're probably going to be coming back all game.
Sam Howell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary Terry is doing pretty good in Washington.
Yeah,
Also,
Scary Terry is pretty good, to be honest.
I truly like the kid from Carolina, the quarterback. I know Stroud is doing well, but I like that kid in Carolina. He reminds me of Tua. He doesn't run a lot. He could run, but he's trying to win out of the pocket. That's what he's showing me right now in his rookie season.
See, one thing, and you know what, Ali, I brought out because when I'm doing the deep dive on the opponents that we play, right?
Yeah.
Torrey McLaurin, right, has 694 yards, and you'd be like, damn, that's not a lot, but they're four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 4 of their receivers have, and including the tight end, has 400 yards. Their second receiver has 443, their third has 435, and their fourth has 424. Their fifth receiver has 326. Their seventh receiver has 295. You know what I'm saying? So he's distributing that ball evenly amongst everybody. So it's not like he as good as he is, he's not just trying to force the ball to McLaurin.
Good point.
So he has even distribution. That's the one thing I wanted for our team. You know what I mean? Because outside of Waddle and Tyreek Hill, none of our receivers have 200 over 200 yards. None of them. One has maybe 190 something, but that's it. So that tells you right there. So what week we're in? 12 weeks, and I mean, you don't have a receiver over 300 yards. Another receiver over 300 yards besides Waddle and Tyreek Hill. That's crazy.
Yeah, we've kind of had injuries. It's weird. We've been playing merry-go-round injuries at the wide receiver position. Because if you really look at it, everybody we've brought in at some point have missed multiple games because of injury. Waddle was injured at one point. River Craycraft, who I still think, would have been, if he would have not gotten injured, he would have developed even more chemistry and probably would be wide receiver 3. Got injured. Braxton Berrios got injured. Even the new guy we brought, Claypool, got injured right off the get-go. You know what I mean? It's like everyone we bring in there in that position gets injured. Jeff Wilson hasn't gotten injured per se this season, but he finally, in the last 3 or 4 games, has shown up. You know what I mean? And that's in all of his career here. And I give the man praise. I was starting to worry that he was the next Devontae Parker here. You know what I mean? The guy has shown up, caught the ball in big moments, made some good catches, shown what he can do, in this offense. And I'm starting to see the production, and I like it. You know what I mean? But it is crazy how it's all Tyreek and Waddle, and there's nobody else with more than 300, like you said.
I think what is happening is the motion off the line of scrimmage. No one can press Tyreek.
You're right back,
So what is happening is the leverage. The leverage is bringing so much respect in. And so when you're gonna drop, if Tyreek does a jet motion to the right, and the safety already shades, and the corner's already turning his hips and running to the end zone, that means that's 2 people respected Tyreek. All then Tyreek has to do is really a little curl or a little end, and everyone is going to be breaking their back pedal while Tyreek just sits there 15 yards to first down. And it's things like that Tua is going to look and say, well, if you're going to give me that because you respect Tyreek so much, then I'm just going to take it. And I'm not going to even allow myself to look at Waddle. Because if you're going to have so much respect on this end, then I'm just going to take it. And I agree with Tua when he says hut, when he looks, and if they give him so much respect, I agree with that. It's because I think Tua wants to feed Waddle and even it out, but the respect factor on that leverage, I call it the force leverage. Is you cause linebackers and safeties and corners to just shade off the snap to the superior guy, and then all Tyreek has to do is do a little curl 10 yards or a little stop in the zone like you see he always does, and just pick up the first down. And so when we say, why is he not spreading the ball around to 7 guys like he used to do, I think it's because there's so much respect for Tyreek.
Hey, I came on just for one thing real quick, and that was to say to the Mr. Ohio State fan up there, thank you for screwing up with your 5-star defensive lineman.
What's up, Todd? Hope everything is well.
Oh, yeah, because he flipped to Miami.
Yep. He said he wasn't being recruited hard enough.
But what's funny is, and as crazy as it may sound, there's a history of 5-star recruits that flip to others that leave Miami, that flip from Ohio State to another college and don't do shit. Maybe I don't think Joe Burrow was a 5-star. Other than him, that really don't do well.
I don't know. I think this kid's going to do just fine, especially with Jason Taylor coaching him.
Yeah.
Hey, JT's turning into a good coach. I wouldn't mind seeing him get advanced to the Dolphins in the future as a coach.
No, I think what I think he's gonna. I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna try to advance his college career. I see him trying to go somewhere like you know what I mean.
Well, he's a D line coach right now, and he had a freshman come in this year, and he's been working with them extremely hard. The kid just got ACC honors. I think he was 3rd team as a freshman. He had like 6 sacks.
That would be cool if he becomes the head coach of Akron, his college.
Oh, that would be cool. But I don't know. So what were you all talking about? I just came on. I had to throw a little bit up there.
I'm glad you're here. So I brought up today. All right. So now that you're here, I'm sure I know you could answer it. I know Sharif wasn't big into college, so okay. By the way, Texas is pulling away from
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma. Yeah, 21-7 at the end of the first
Yeah.
quarter.
Kind of
All right.
figured that.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna rattle off some teams. You tell me who's gonna win. Georgia versus Alabama, 4:00.
I gotta say Georgia.
SMU versus Tulane.
Oh, I'm gonna go SMU.
SMU.
Yeah,
Michigan versus Iowa,
Michigan easily.
and Louisville versus Florida State.
I'm going Louisville. I think Florida State's gonna miss their quarterback too much in this game.
Yeah, and one thing we have in common today is that we're Louisville fans.
Yeah, right. You know, I just think they're gonna be missing their quarterback way too much to keep up with Louisville.
Yeah, but all I know is if let's say they do win, they're not going to beat Georgia.
Oh hell no! I don't think anybody's going to beat Georgia except for I think Michigan might have an outside chance. That's about it. And when I mean chance, I mean 10% chance of beating Georgia.
I don't know if you know who Kevin Lee is. He's a frequent of this channel. In the chat, he never comes up, but he's a big good contributor. He's a Seminoles fan. So we made a bet, $100 bet. If Georgia wins, he has to donate $100 to St. Jude. If Florida State wins, I send $100 to a charity of his choice.
Well, he better be ready to put up 100.
Yeah. Well, St. Jude's going to get 100 from me.
Yeah, I know, but no, not from you. You're not going to be putting up the 100. Georgia will smoke FSU. I'm sorry, Georgia's like right now. Georgia's the new Alabama.
Yeah,
you know, and someone's gonna have to knock them off, but I don't know who and I don't know when.
Look, people see that's the thing. Look, one thing we, even though I'm a Gator fan, you're a Canes fan. One thing our fan bases have in common is that we're impatient, and at the end of the day, look at Kirby Smart. Look how long it took Kirby Smart to get that program to where it is right now.
Yeah,
Alabama. Nick Saban didn't snap his fingers and turn Alabama to a winning program.
Right, and see that's the thing with Mario Cristobal right now.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I can say about Cristobal is he's a damn good recruiter.
Yeah.
But then again, look who he recruited for. He was under Saban.
Yes, and so was what you call it. He was the thing about we had Billy Napier. He was under, not only is he under Saber, but he was under the guy from Clemson.
Yeah. So you know when Saban called Cristobal the best recruiter in the country.
Mm-hmm.
When Saban says that, because Saban's the one who brought all those receivers to Alabama.
Yeah.
You know,
but you know what? And again, one thing we have in common with both our head coaches is they're both great recruiters, but at the end of the day, they need good coordinators. They need offensive coordinators.
They make bad judgment calls during games.
Yeah.
And that's a weakness of Cristobal. That's why I'm hoping and I'm praying that he thinks about bringing Dorsey down.
Yeah.
Because I think Dorsey would do good with the college program that we have.
Yeah, and because freaking they made him the scapegoat at Buffalo. Let's be honest.
Yeah. And Dorsey, he's a legacy player at Miami because he was on the 2001 team.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
Yeah, because see that's why Urban Meyer had success, because Urban Meyer had offensive coordinators like Ryan Day and freaking Dylan, what's that name? Dan Mullen.
Mhm.
He put the right offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators in place. He didn't try to
And
do
see,
everything.
you go back to the old school Hurricanes. Look how
Jimmy
many of those
Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson had assistant coaches all over the place that were good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, the one thing I was like, for instance, one of the things I want to see, as far as if I have my dream wish, I wish that we whatchamacallit, go to Jimbo Fisher, be be our offensive coordinator, and let Billy Napier do the recruiting. I like Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher was a great offensive coordinator, man. He did excellent for freaking Florida State. I mean, think about a lot. What happened was, look at when what's his name? Damn it, the guy, he passed away. Bobby Bowden was doing all the recruiting. He did great as an offensive coordinator, but when he took over as head coach, that's
but he's the type of person you can't trust.
Yeah, but I mean, as a recruiter, as a head coach, that's fine. But as an offensive coordinator, just like
what happens if you have him for a year and then halfway through the year, he could be talking to some team about, oh yeah, I'll become your next head coach, even though it's a smaller college. And
I mean, but still, at the end of the day, then you replace him. But at the same time, if he helps you with that 1 year, that's fine. Look at damn it.
It seems like when he's on his way out, he stops giving a damn about the program he's in. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because look how bad they had no quarterbacks at FSU when he left, because he just stopped the recruiting. Basically, he knew he was leaving. Fuck it, I'm gonna leave them empty.
But that's the thing, was we're not relying on him to recruit. He's a good game. We're just want him to call the game plan. That's it.
Yeah, but you still want somebody who's gonna give a damn about their job up to the last minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see that with him. So, but to each its own, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like what's his name? Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien. That's it. Is Bill O'Brien? He was, you don't want him to be a freaking head coach, but offensive coordinator,
or a GM.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, Laramie Tunsil is helping out that rookie quarterback in Houston a lot.
Yeah, so. But let me tell you something else though. I don't know if you want him to be an offensive coordinator anymore. Think about what he's done in New England this year.
Well, think about what he has this year to work with too.
But he had the same quarterback that he did miracles with to get him drafted in the first round in college.
Yeah, but what you talking about? Devontae Parker and Gesicki, an overrated tight end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, good luck with that.
Don't let Miss Finn hear you say that. Don't let Miss Finn hear you say that about her boy toy.
Oh, she knows. I said it to her on the stream while she was on there.
All right, well, I got to go. My ride's coming back out. I got to take it tomorrow.
Hey, good to seeing you, Todd.
Hey, good seeing you. Love you, bro. But Gators still suck. Man.
Yeah, and Canes do too. So
you're right, Todd. The Gators suck.
Yeah. We'll see y'all next year.
Yeah. Hey,
with that being said, I'll call it a day, man. Hey, we have hit the 2-hour mark.
Game, Shake Money.
I hit the 2-hour mark. Hey, you got any final thoughts? You're just in time for final thoughts. And by the way, like I said, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right. That'll be a fun episode. We're going to talk about
the holiday games. So.
Hey.
So.
Yes. For everybody in the audience, the next time you get some chicken, make sure you pick up some blue cheese dip.
Blue cheese. I like ranch dressing. I like ranch for my chicken wings.
Oh yeah, I can go with ranch. Shake Money. I could do the ranch, but there's certain type of blue cheeses out there, man. It's just the best, man.
There's a guy. His name is Joy Diaz. He's a comedian, right? The guy says, "Blue cheese or fuck your mother."
Man. Damn. Is there
Damn,
any other option?
No.
Damn.
So that being said, man, y'all have a good weekend. We'll see. Hey, late night. Hey, doing Club XL tonight, Ali. He's in the back.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have a Club XL tonight. So
yeah, probably will tonight. It'll be
so
early
join us
XL.
tonight at Club XL. Y'all be easy and have a good one. Fins up. Oh, hold on.
Fins up.
We have breaking news. We have Sean McDermott in the press conference. Sean, let's see what Sean McDermott is saying.
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.